Hi, I'm Clinton.
And I'm Claude, and we're the lamest defenders.
On today's episode, we review WandaVision Episode 3, where she gives birth to Wiccan and Speed. Also, heavy spoilers. Hi, Thanos. We're the lamest defenders.
I don't even know who you are.
We have a small but dedicated fan base.
Be sure to visit our sponsor at BaskervilleProductions.com.
Welcome back, everybody. So right off the top, this episode jumps back to the 1970s, and it is full color.
Yeah.
So that's pretty interesting. And then also with this, the whole episode revolves around Wanda being preggers. So they're trying to, basically Vision is kind of your nervous dad, making sure everything is like set up for Wanda to have a good childbirth. And I just really love the whole fact that Vision was he's reading all the baby books and preparing for everything, talking to the doctor, kind of like dotting his I's and crossing his T's. So
yeah, Vision is already killing it with the dad jokes as well, because the doctor compares, he's like, well, we like to compare the steps of the childbirth to fruit. So it's easier on the woman, you know? And just like, God. So he says, it's 9 months to honeydew. And when Wanda gets bigger and bigger, all of a sudden she knocks over, a gourd of some kind.
Yeah.
And Vision picks it up like, I'm soon to be a proud papaya. He's just like, oh, God.
No, it was awesome.
My favorite / worst thing about this episode was the laugh track. Because it was so pervasive in the beginning. It was everything. Like they would do this and like, ha, 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 ha.
Live studio audience, baby.
Yeah.
It was definitely interesting, especially with the pregnancy. That's the whole shtick for this whole episode. It was kind of cool because it's like Wanda's, creating, like, I guess the trimester. She's speeding up her pregnancy inadvertently. So it's weird because in the beginning she's just starting to show, and then by the time the episode ends, she just popped out two midgets. Two future characters. They're like miniature humans.
Yeah. Yes, Wiccan and Speed, Tommy and Billy. They have a cute little fight about what the name of the boy will be. And,
Vision eventually relents, and then she pops out the other one, and then it's like,
there's Billy.
There's a name I like.
So throughout the episode too, Wanda is kind of controlling everything because of the contractions during the pregnancy. She is just making the electricity go out. She's making the washer go on the fritz, all this kind of nonsense. And
imagine if she had diarrhea.
And in the first part of the episode, they paint a stork on the baby's room, and then the stork eventually comes to life, and shenanigans ensue.
Yeah, it took a little bit for that. Like, it's like, all right, we get it.
And I know it's that era of comedy, but it's also. That's that era of comedy. Like, I don't want to go. If I want to go back to it, there's Nick at Night and stuff. So I don't want to have to watch it. But it's like, okay, let's go.
And then also, just like the previous two episodes, there's actually commercials that kind of reveal more things about Wanda's past, basically.
Yeah, it's Hydra soap. So it starts off with this. It's a mother. She's got the kids running around. They're driving her crazy.
Food's burning.
Dishes piling up. All this nonsense. So it's like, and the voiceover says like, "Want to get away?" And she goes, "Yes." And then it says, "Hydra soap. Find the goddess within." And the interesting thing about all of these commercials so far is that it's the same actress in all three.
Yeah, which I didn't even realize until you said that.
I don't know who this is, but eventually I'm sure all will be revealed.
Right.
And in that sense, it'll probably be someone close to Wanda or whoever's trapped in this world with her.
And that kind of piggies back on just the realization of, I guess, the residents of Westview that something is amiss. Yeah. Because one of the things that the doctor says is small towns are so hard to escape. Yeah. So really, like,
he's trying to go on a vacation to Bermuda.
Yeah. And so it's just people are starting to realize something isn't right, and the plot is actually developing finally. Like, stuff is actually happening. The things, like the seams are kind of basically ripping. And Vision also asks, or confronts Wanda in the living room, basically saying, "What's going on? Something doesn't feel right." Wanda apparently doesn't like that and rewinds time. And Vision doesn't even address that. He just continues on talking about being a father, which is
just like the beekeeper scene in the previous episode.
So I guess Wanda's got the time stone.
Well,
But it is her reality, so she can make it how she
she's
wants
controlling
it.
everything. And Agnes and Herb, her neighbor, are discussing next door how long. Not Galadriel. Oh my gosh, Geraldine! How long Geraldine is in their house talking to Wanda, and they're being very, very coy about it. And the one thing that's interesting about Agnes to me is this amulet she's wearing.
Okay,
that necklace. She's always got the same very antique looking necklace on her, and it's always very prominent in every shot she's in. So I'm sure that's going to be something as well, but.
I'm going to call her Monica just because we already know, and I hate saying Geraldine because I'm going to mess that up. Yeah. But she's helping Wanda.
Geraldine's the easiest name to pronounce. What are you talking about?
She's helping Wanda basically give birth inadvertently because she was just there to borrow something, and so she helps her, give birth, and then eventually she starts to ask Wanda about.
Her name was Foxy.
Foxy?
Geraldine was Foxy this episode.
Okay.
I totally forgot about that. Yeah.
So it was kind of interesting too because Monica starts talking about Quicksilver, Pietro.
Yeah.
And then she says, "Oh, he was killed by Ultron," and then something, and Wanda's like, "What the hell?"
How do you know that?
And then so that kind of freaks her out too because she's starting to realize that she doesn't like that.
No.
And it kind of ends off with basically Wanda just flicking out Monica Rambeau out of this reality, and we start to realize too that it's a real town. It looks obviously it's deserted, but it's monitored probably by SWORD. I don't think it's SHIELD because SHIELD's kind of broken up. So she just got kicked right out of there.
Yeah,
so.
And then all these agents kind of converge on her where she's at, and you see helicopters flying around.
So I'm guessing they sent her in to try to help Wanda wake up or something. And that goes in. I thought for this episode, Wanda seemed like a villain where she's, she basically reversed Vision, in his thoughts. She didn't want to even address that, so she rewound that and then kicks out Monica. So I think Wanda is being manipulated by, we don't know the main villain for this yet.
I'd be okay if it's her.
Yeah.
Honestly, that would be very impressive if they went that route.
Because in the comics, she's just such an antagonist. The way the X-Men and mutants and even other Avengers view her sometimes.
Sure. So my just a real quick thing, one thing I didn't care for in the episode was when it hit those more serious beats, the laugh track went away.
Yeah.
That is if you're going to commit to this, you commit all the way. That was my one biggest complaint about it. Because it would have just been what is happening?
Yeah.
Why are people still laughing? That would have been amazing for me. But that's my only complaint so far.
So out of 10, what would you give this one?
I'd actually give it an 8.
Yeah.
It was lower before we started talking about it, but as we're talking about it, I realized, actually, a lot of stuff happened this episode.
Right.
So I'm gonna give it an 8.
Yeah, I like this episode the most. I mean, there's not much to work with, but that's the thing is there's more development for the characters and stuff. So I give it an 8.3. I think it's fair. So I liked it.
All right.
So anyway, that's our review for episode 3 of WandaVision. Thank you for watching, and we'll catch you guys soon.
Thanks so much. Stay lame.
Bye.